Hey everybody, welcome to our third installment of Everyday Cooking with Lynn
and Heather.
Today I am really excited. We're making one of my all-time favorites, homemade pizza. Now Heather and I both know, as moms, you can go pick up a pizza anywhere. You can pick it up at your local grocery store or pizza parlor. Nothing compares to homemade pizza. It is the best. It's going to probably have a lot less sugar and a lot less calories than anything you're going to get anywhere else. And you can make the pizza the way you want. Not that you can't order it that way, but let's say you want extra cheese. They may take extra cheese as one handful. Your version of extra cheese may be half the bag. You get to make it the way you want. And if you have picky, fussy eaters like Heather and I both have had in our lives, you can make one pizza for the grown people and one pizza for the little people. Works out perfect.
Yep.
So today we are going to show you homemade pizza. Okay, so the first thing we're going to start out with is our pizza dough. I went out and got 1.5 pounds per pack. Now I'm going to give a shout out to my favorite bakery in Syracuse, Columbus Bakery. My mother has been going there since I was a little kid. Best pizza dough, best bread. Love them. So this is Columbus Bakery pizza dough. They bag it in 1.5 pounds. 1.5 pounds is going on to a 15 by 10. You can grease it if you want. I just put olive oil on mine. 15 by 10 pan. And make sure that your pan has edges. No open air, anything like that. You want one with edges because this is not going to turn into thin pizza. This is going to be what they call Sicilian style. It is going to be a nice, thick pizza. Well, I am getting this out of the bag. Heather's going to tell you a little bit about the ingredients we're using today.
Today we're going to make 3 pizzas. And one of the pieces that we're going to make is going to have peppers and onions and sweet Italian sausage that's mild. I love sweet Italian sausage. So I made a batch.
It's the bomb.
Yeah. I made a batch of the sweet Italian sausage, you know, that you get in the links, the packages, and just cut the skin off. Because sometimes the ones with the skin on is cheaper than the ones without the skin at the grocery store. So that's what I did. I bought the ones with the skin, I pulled the skin off, and then I put it in the skillet, and I browned it with the sausage, the peppers, and the onions. That was one. Now, I'm also going to put bacon on mine. We are meat lovers family, me and my husband, so we love meat. So, at home, I did the bacon in a separate pan. And when I did the bacon in a separate pan, I left the grease in the pan, took the bacon out on a paper plate, put a paper towel, put the bacon on there, let it dry, because you don't want all that grease. And then I patted it with another paper towel and just let the paper towel soak in that grease. But the bacon grease that was left in the pan, I took another pound of the mild Italian sweet sausage, and I put that in the bacon grease. And then I fried it up, and then I drained it. So that grease wouldn't stay on there, but it would have the flavor of the bacon, which I think is really good and really important. So we're going to have a meat lover's pizza, and we're going to have a veggie and meat lover's pizza, because I like vegetables.
I love vegetables, most of them.
Yes.
Not onions.
No.
You'll learn that about me in this. I hate onions. I'll cook with them. I'll flavor with them, but they better be out by the time they get to my plate.
Yeah, and I love onions and everything for me. So I didn't season the sausage or put salt and pepper on them or anything. I just did them right in the oven because we're going to cook them again when we put them on the pizza. So, and the pizza sauce is going to give them that flavor that they need. And we might add a little salt to the top. We don't know yet. So we'll see how it goes. So she's just rolling out the pizza dough.
Pizza dough is not like rolling out dough like if you're doing dough for like a pie or anything like that. The best thing to do with pizza dough is almost let the weight work itself. And if you get holes, grab some from the end and just fill it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're going to have maybe spots that are a little thinner. But again, this is going to rise up into a thick pizza crust. So you're going to want to work this
all the way to the edge.
All the way to the edge.
And we will be back, and we will have that done for you in a moment.
Okay, we're back. We've rolled out our dough into our pan. When you're rolling out the dough, if you do have any trouble with it, if you're not used to the way you should handle it, then get yourself a trusty rolling pin, a little bit of flour, and just roll it out. The thing to remember is, It doesn't need to cover every tiny aspect of the pan because it's going to fill, but get as much as it covered as you can. If you have thin spots, it's going to happen. Take a little bit of where it's a little bit thicker, pull it, pat it on. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our sauce. This is my homemade red sauce. It is 1 can of tomato puree, 1 can of tomatoes, diced or seasoned, and 1 can of tomato sauce with, I would say for all of that, approximately 4 tablespoons of parsley, 2 tablespoons of oregano, 2 tablespoons of basil, and about a 1/4 cup of Parmigiano Reggiano. So when you put this on, you want a good amount of it. Then you're going to spread it around. One of my biggest pet peeves when I get a pizza from somewhere is that all the sauce is in the ends. I hate that. I want sauce over my whole pizza. I want to know it's there. I want to taste it throughout the whole pizza. So this is how I do it. I make sure we get in there, and I do put it over the edges. Some people only go corner to corner. Oh, and I spill a lot. So you're going to want to get that on there. Yum, that looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. Next thing we're going to add are our toppings. Now we're going to do the pepperoni pizza. This is my daughter's favorite. Lots of cheese, lots of pepperoni. For pepperoni, I got about 1.5 pounds. For mozzarella, I buy about a 5-pound bag, but it lasts. So first thing we're going to do is the mozzarella. Some people do the pepperoni under the mozzarella. That's fine. You can do that too if you like that. It really doesn't matter. The biggest thing is gobbing handfuls.
Yes.
Put that bad boy on there.
Yes. The more cheese, the better, I think. I love cheese.
And if you want to be health conscious, you can get the low fat, reduced fat, skim milk cheese. That's not us. We'll just be sad for you.
Now remember, you can put any topping on this that you want. But if you're going to put meats like sausage, hamburger, or even bacon, make sure you cook them first, of course, and cook them well, and then put them on because you can't put raw meat on a pizza.
Yeah. Raw meat's a big no-no. But vegetables,
Yes.
do not cook the vegetables before you put them on. Vegetables should be raw because the time it takes to cook a pizza is a lot longer than it takes to do most vegetables. So, want to help me? Throw that on.
Okay.
You know what a little pig she is. Just pour it on. Oh, that's for the dog later. Anything that falls in this house is rules for my 2 dogs.
Yep. I'm not a big pepperoni person. I'm really not. I like it. It's okay, but it's not my favorite thing. No, you're doing it. Oh, I see. Look at you.
Yeah,
I'm just throwing them.
Put 'em on there. It's my OCD. Thanks, Danielle. You know, later on I'm going to get a phone call after she sees this going, oh my God, why'd you mention my name? Hey. I'm going to have a happy kid for once.
Look at that. Look at how much is in there.
Yep. And seriously, when you ask for extra at a restaurant or a place, who's going to give you this?
No, only you can give you how much you want on each pizza.
Yep. It's like when I go and order a steak somewhere and I ask for it rare. I expect the cow to come to the table and I can just slice off my piece. No, they still cook it. It's a conspiracy. Okay. There we go. That is a pepperoni lover's pizza. Now this is going to go in the oven at 400 degrees, already preheated, so it's already at temp. And it's going to be, I put it in for 30, and then I check it at 30, normally 30 to 45. Depends, again, on your topping. So,
You're not going to put more cheese on that?
nah, she's good for cheese.
Oh.
I know. Ask Heather. It's cheese everything with her. Everything's
I love
cheese. Whoever tell you use too much garlic, you don't need that kind of negativity in your life. Get rid of them.
Exactly.
So now we're going to do garlic pizza. Earlier I posted a photo of me roasting garlic. This is what I used it for. I took all of those beautiful roasted cloves, put it in a pan with probably about a cup of butter, maybe a cup and a half, lots of butter. So then what you do is just let it go in, saute it for maybe 10-15 minutes. Really let those flavors blend, and I'm telling you, this is going to be amazing. So then just you're going to pour it on. Make sure you get some of that beautiful garlic that you roasted earlier. Get it right in there. Get the butter, get all that goodness. And when all else fails, yoink. There we go. Hand that off to my partner Heather. And just make sure you spread it evenly. And even if it's not evenly, who cares? You know where the big garlic pieces are, so win for you. Some people will just eat it like this. The one other thing that I do just to kick it up a notch is I do put a little bit of garlic powder. Not a ton, but just a little bit. If you do it with garlic salt, that's going to suck. So a little bit of garlic powder. And yes, that's my equivalent of a little bit. Okay, next thing, as usual, say it, Heather.
More cheese.
More cheese. 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 Okay. Now the other thing when people cook pizzas at home, they use the stone, the pizza stone. Gotta be honest, I've never used it. I'm sure this would work just fine on a pizza stone. Just utilize whatever the instructions are for the stone for cooking times and things of that nature. Okay. Now normally, most times, I would probably leave this because this is how I like it. But today, no. I want meat. So here we go, kids. This is sweet Italian sausage, which has been pre-cooked by Heather. Thank you, Heather. With some bacon.
Oh, and the sausage was cooked in the bacon grease.
Oh my God, the meaty, delicious goodness. I can't stand it. We got any more meat? What do we got? We got pepperoni? Let's throw a couple on there. No, actually, no. Hannah got the pepperoni. She can have that. What else we got? We got mushrooms.
We got mushrooms.
Heck yeah. Give me that bad boy. Our cameraman is off camera mocking me. I'm just going to point that out. There we go. Look at that. Tell me that isn't a slice of beautiful. That is just good stuff right there. Okay, let's put a few portobello mushrooms on this. Not too many, of course. Yoink. And to all my friends who are asking me to do healthy meals on my food show, here you go, kids. Vegetables. Heather and I have done what you asked. We have put healthy food onto our show. I said my show before, I shouldn't have. That's mine and her show.
Technically, that's a fungus, not a veggie.
Listen here, you. No comments from the peanut gallery.
Over in the corner.
I'm not a female sheep. Don't call me you.
Okay, and one for the chef. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, now we are going to put these beautiful concoctions into the oven. We gotta show you Heather's.
Okay, so this one's mine.
Or as we like to call it, Meatzilla.
Yes. It has all the meat that she put on hers. Okay, now that we've got our pizzas in the oven, we're going to wait for them to cook. And Lynn is cleaning up in the background, so we'll be back in a few minutes, or in a little while, just for you to see all the gloriness of the pizza already done.
Unless we get hungry, and then we'll show you after. Okay, so here you have your three pizzas. Pepperoni with extra cheese, extra pepperoni, extra cheese. Garlic with meat and mushroom, and Meatzilla. So we cooked all of these for approximately 30 to 40 minutes. I say start at 30, check it. If you see that beautiful golden bubbliness of the cheese and everything looks cooked, bring it out. Some take a little bit longer. You have to go on what your ingredients are. But remember, 400 degrees on that oven. So here we have our homemade pizzas, and don't forget about your homemade sauce too. Homemade sauce, can of tomato puree, can of tomato sauce, and just one can of tomatoes, whatever kind you like. with parsley, oregano, and basil, and a little Parmigiano Reggiano. If you don't like the acid in it, if you find it's too acidic, teaspoon of sugar, I'll cut that right out. So you're all set with that. For the garlic sauce, roasted garlic, check my video. That with about a cup to a cup and a half of butter, that'll give you your garlic sauce. Any other questions? Send us a message. We love to get texts. We love to get messages. We'll answer. We'll tell you what you need to know. If you have any questions about anything, more than happy to answer them. So, till next time, I'm Lynn.
And I'm Heather.
And this has been Everyday Cooking with Lynn and Heather. Bye!
Hey, there's a lot of cheese here. Give me a break.
Hey, she just lifted.
Oh, shit.